All right. Sorry if you were watching my last Facebook video and it got cut off because I had finished my IV for the day. Sorry for the abrupt ending, but yeah. So just the update is I had gotten very sick. I had this. What did I have? I had a bacterial infection, tonsillitis, and so had gone to the hospital. That was they had initially told me just go home, don't worry about it, take your medicine, but then made me sign a paper saying that literally said you will die if you don't treat this. And I was like, well, I don't want to die yet. And then, but I did go home and ended up being back at the hospital 3 hours later because I just couldn't stop vomiting and my fever just continued to go up. And there's not a lot of room to go up from 102.5 Fahrenheit. So I checked into the hospital. After checking in officially and being there, it was 30 hours before my fever came down. I think it went up to, so 102.5 was the lowest. That's when I entered. And then it went up a little bit. I don't think it hit 103, but it took them 30 hours to get it down. I found out after about 12 hours that my doctor had never treated a foreigner before. He had only worked on Chinese people. And so he was being extremely cautious with the medication he was using, which I don't know. I can respect that. But at the same time, I was in a lot of pain for what felt like a very long time. And so eventually some people from my university, I ended up calling some people from my university, asking them to come over. They advocated for me. Once I got on the right medications, the fever came down and I started to feel better. So the last few days I've been stuck in this Chinese hospital. It's been a really interesting experience, but I'm so very happy to be home. So this morning I went in. They let me go home yesterday. The doctor let me go home around 4 in the afternoon so I could shower. I hadn't showered in 5 days. So I could shower, so I could sleep in my own bed. I slept 11 hours last night. It was glorious. Then I had to be back at the hospital this morning at 7 for blood work. So I did some blood work. The doctor said that my bacteria levels are still higher than what he would expect them to be. But at the same time, my Chinese teacher also says that about my studying as well. I study all the time, and she's like, yeah, you need to study a little bit more. And I think that's kind of a Chinese thing. Maybe, I don't know. But so so I did another round of IV antibiotics today, and then I will have one more round of IV antibiotics tomorrow at the hospital, and then I'll be done with the hospital. So it'll be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 days of a room in the hospital with medicine and IVs and treatments. And I saw a copy of my bill today. I think it's going to end up being about $500 total. Now I have insurance, and so it's going to cover a lot of it, but still, I think $500 for that long and that much medicine in the hospital and that much attention, because I press the call button a lot. I think it's a pretty sweet deal. Yeah, but I'm back home now. I'll be taking it easy for the next few days. We're at the end of the semester. The students are taking their finals, and so it's pretty easy to take it easy right now. We're ramping up for some winter session stuff, and then trying to hit the spring really hard. We want a really strong spring semester, and we're working on some really exciting reforms to the program. Basically doing for our freshman class next year, the group of 2021 coming in, we want to do like a team teaching approach. And so I'm kind of restructure a few things that we're doing. So it'll be nice to get back into work and get some of these things set up, because I've just been sitting in bed miserable. But I'm feeling 100%, feeling 90% better now. And I'm confident that I'll be 100% in no time. So anyway, thanks for watching, and 再见.